Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bridge YouTube channel, where we bring you all things Chelsea. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at the Chelsea news drought. Why has that happened? Why is there no news in regards to incomings and outgoings? And why I think it's actually a good thing that this is occurring. I'll also be talking about Onana and Maignan possibly coming to Chelsea. What is the news currently in regards to them? I will then finally finish off with Romelu Lukaku, his situation, and really his performance in the UCL as well, and what's next for the player. So let's get into it. So let's start in regards to the discussion about transfer news. I actually prefer that Chelsea's news is hidden, and then the only time we hear about it is when the deal is finalized or when the player is going to do a medical. Because for me, in my opinion, we've had our news out for too long, particularly last season, in the summer window under Bowley, and then in the January window under the new ownership under Bowley. It's really been hectic. Everyone knows everything. Everyone knows about what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. And then there's also the thing of when we are negotiating with targets that we don't get, such as the Kunde, Rafinha, and it's out in the news, it doesn't make us look bad as a football team. It doesn't make us look like we're not getting our A options, our B options, our C options. So at the end of the day, for me, having the news in-house until we hear, oh, the departure's about to happen, he's about to do a medical for the other team, or oh, he's about to come to the football club, we've already agreed a fee, he's on his way to do medical. That for me is great. That's for me what I want to hear. That is the news that we want to hear. I don't want to be, hearing about, oh, Chelsea negotiating him today. You're going to find out more tomorrow. This is not, what's it called, a date. This is not a reality TV show where, it's like a next episode every single time, guys. Like, we don't want that to be happening at all, do we? And, it doesn't make the club look professional. And that's the thing, after what we've seen Man City do right now, the trouble, and the way they act, we need to be a competent team. We need to look like we are, what's it called, as I said, competent, but also, in my opinion, look like a team that is professional. Professional is, I think, for me, the key word. We get things done. We don't, release stuff to the media, and that's it. Simple as that. We are not, a circus. That's what we need to not be. Simple as that. Okay, let's move on to the Onana news that has been coming out. So, apparently Chelsea and Inter are about to have a meeting. Initially, it's about Lukaku, but the Chelsea are also going to be talking about Onana. Dimarzia has also reported that I think our fee around about 42 million to 51 million, in that range. If Inter were to obviously get that sort of bid, it would be hard for them to say no. So again, after that UCL performance, probably is boosted to 50 million. If I'm Chelsea, if you can get him for 50 million, it's a great deal. Although there's also been some Maignan news, which is, in my opinion, the bigger one. After Maldini's sacking, he's not been really happy about it. He's been rather unsettled. He was actually meant to be in contract negotiations because he's only got 2 years left on his deal now. And he's put that completely on hold post the Maldini sacking. Chelsea have already inquired about him. And I think for a fee of around about 60 to 70 million, similar to the fee that Liverpool got for Alisson, that's what you're probably looking at to get a Maignan into the club. And as I've said before, if you've checked out my goalkeeping video, which I'll link on over there. I actually mentioned that my preference is Maignan over Onana. For me, Maignan has a better overall package. Whether that be shot stopping, his ability to control his defense. He's a bit more physical. I feel like for me, I can trust the Maignan more. He seems to be getting better and better. I think Onana, don't get me wrong, his on the ball skills are crazy. Like particularly in the Inter Man City Champions League final game, he was absolutely cooking, man. He was putting deep line playmaker style balls there, man. He was cutting through their midfield with some of these passes, and I like Onana. Obviously, he was under Ajax as well, so that passing ability comes from there as well. But in my opinion, just for me, Maignan is just a better product right now. And finally, we're gonna be talking about the big guy in the room, Romelu Lukaku. So where to start? I'm going to talk about his Champions League performance, in my opinion. The Champions League performance, in my opinion, by Romelu Lukaku is probably top 5 worst substitutes to be coming onto the field and do what he did on that football field. The fact that he got away of DiMarco's header, which possibly could have gotten in, was crazy in my opinion. And then what was making it worse is that Ruben Diaz literally had that guy on lock. He was getting to the ball before him. He was literally controlling where he moved and everything. And then what was making it worse is that obviously he had the big chance, with the header. He just headed it straight at the goalkeeper. Any striker with some level of football IQ knows you have to aim it for a corner. You have to aim it for a corner. And I can't believe he just headed it straight to the keeper. It just, for me, did not make sense there. Lukaku, he made a quote saying that he's a world class striker, compare himself to Lewandowski, Benzema, the other three guys that he mentioned as well. And it's like, bro, if you are in that category, that is when you're meant to bang. You're meant to be the clutch guy. You're meant to bang there. And it's crazy because he did that now with Inter. He obviously in the World Cup, in the final game as well, he bottled it as well there. He had 4 or 5 chances there and he just missed them. And right at the situation of Romelu Lukaku, man, is I have obviously had some thoughts and opinions that we should bring Lukaku back to the football club, and we cannot, bro. This is after that sort of performance and the way his demeanor and everything is, bro. He's not good enough for Chelsea Football Club, man. He is not good enough for Chelsea Football Club, let alone as a starter or even a bench option. We need to be looking to sell him. But the reality is of the situation, he's still got 60 million pounds left on the books for his deal, because he obviously paid, I think, around about 100 million, and it's over 5 years, so it's 20, over 5 years. The reality of the situation is it's going to be hard for us to move on, in my opinion. Even though I know Inter's been reported to want to have discussions with Chelsea about Lukaku, if I'm Inter, why am I bringing back Lukaku after what he's done there? After what he's done there, why would you bring back Lukaku? Lukaku has failed your team. I don't know. For me, I don't understand that. But listen, if Inter want to come in and try to get Lukaku, that's fair game. But the reality of the situation is we're going to have to make a major loss. I don't know if there's going to be any other club bar Inter that wants Lukaku. Before the Champions League final, I was saying Atletico were interested in him and etc. But the reality is, I don't know after that final, bro. After the stuff that he's done, that final, who's going to want him? He's probably transfer fee now. It's probably, what, £15 million? £15 million. Listen, Saudis, I'm begging you, bro. If you got some money and you want to buy Lukaku, please, man, be my guest. Please, listen. We even help you out, bro. We paid a little bit, man. We paid like some of the contract termination fees. But please take him, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be extremely hard, in my opinion, to move on Lukaku. It's going to be nigh impossible to move on. So that's pretty much it. That's the video for you guys. Make sure please to like, share, and subscribe. I've actually done a keep, loan, sell for a Chelsea Football Club. That's in my previous video. Check that out. And I've also done a little goalkeeper analysis. So if you want to see what I was talking about in regards to Onana and Maignan, their strengths and weaknesses, please have a look also over there. And thank you for watching.